So, you know, swings and roundabouts. It's like your wife has gone away and had a boob job, so you've got the same wife, but with new bits. They would not have anything to do with it, and now I think I know why. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Now, 10 Baldy's Farm bonus points for who can tell me what we're doing today. You've got it, we're muck carting. It is, as you can tell, gorgeous weather once again. I mean, by the time this video comes out, we've got a couple more scheduled, so things might have changed. Everyone keeps telling me it's a full spring. I don't really care. I like it. It's great. Grass is growing, everything's happy. We're nearly calving, which means we'll be able to turn out if it continues. We can always get them back in again. It's not the end of the world, it's not a big deal. But before we start calving, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get round and get as much of the yards mucked out as possible. Although we bed every day of the week, we bed 7 days of the week. I know that's kind of an alien thing. A lot of people kind of do 5 days, or they do 4 days, 3 days, whatever. We do it every day. Saturday, Sunday, doesn't matter. And our cattle are really clean. We just want to get the yards cleaned out if we can, so that we've got clean yards ready for calving. And we're starting today with the top yard, which is where the stabilizers are going to go, because I had some cull cows in there which are now gone, and that yard is free. So before I move anything into that yard, we want to get it cleaned out. Dad's decided that we're going to run all the muck down the inside gangway and load it up at the bottom out on the concrete, so that we keep it clean round by where all the traffic comes round at the bottom of the yard there, because that bit's a bit gravelly and it is hard work to load just there anyway. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering how my gutter is going up there, it's awesome. We've not really had a lot of rain, but it has rained and we got no drips. It was amazing. Anyway, this is the yard we're going to do. Dad's even mowed the lawn, look. He even mowed the lawn and put it in here. That's how good this weather is right now. I'm going to clean this out, get rid of the muck, and then we can have this all fresh and bedded. Put the stabilizers in here. I want them in just here because the cattle crush is just there and I can weigh the calves dead easy, so that's really why I want them here. So yeah, let's hop to it and get some muck out. Oh, so it's dinner time. I'm gonna come up here and have a look, see how he's getting on. Not had a chance to get in this shed yet. Oh, he's not doing too badly actually. He's probably about halfway. We'll have to move that ring feeder out. It's not actually as deep as what I thought it was. It's a lot shallower here. I thought it was really deep for some reason. I suppose it is at the back, but at the front it's not too bad. This is a really weird shed because this here, there's a step in the floor. I don't know if you can see it, but just there's a step in the floor because years ago, before we owned the farm, there used to be a grain dryer thing here or something. And it had a channel in the floor, which you might be able to make out just there. And that was sat on this bit, and then I don't really know what that bit was. It's got a gully in it as well. It's a really strange operation, this. Always said that the dream for me is to have a shed elsewhere that we can put up for cattle. And then this shed, we'd take all these barriers out and take the cattle race from that gangway, and then put a nice big race in here. and I'd have like a cattle crush and some like forcing pens and some side pens, and this would be all my handling system, because we always load the lorries there anyway, so we could have a nice ramp out the back and everything. It'd be awesome. That is the dream. So yeah, if to Parry, Arrow Quip, any of you guys are listening, Richie, whoever wants to just give me a nice big cattle handling system that I can put in here, I will gladly take it off your hands. I'm sure that it's probably taking up far too much space in your yard and you just want to get it out of the way. So now I've had our dinner, let's move this ring feeder out of the road and then we can get on with a bit more. Those of you who have watched me for quite a while might be watching this and thinking, why have you got so much overwintered stubble? Because I'm the kind of person that loves an opportunity to get a crop in. And well, the answer really is that we're in a stewardship scheme, and that stewardship scheme, part of it dictates that we leave a certain amount of overwintered stubble, which when we took it on was a good idea. Now, because the dynamic of our farm has changed, it's not something that I would choose to do. And those schemes are like 5 years long, and when you start them you think, well, 5 years isn't that long in farming, not a lot changes. I tell you what, a hell of a lot changes in 5 years. So if you are thinking about doing a stewardship scheme, just be aware what you're choosing might not be what you want to do in 5 years time. Something that I'm really excited about with the new Elm scheme, however, is the fact that it is a little bit more flexible. So I think they're only 3 year long schemes, and there's a 12-month review period, so every 12 months you can kind of tweak things to make it work better for you. So I think that'll be a real fresh thing for the farming industry, the fact that we can have a bit of flexibility. But I suppose it does give me somewhere to put the muck, because I don't actually know what I'd be doing with it if I wasn't putting it on the overwintered stubble. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Just got back in the yard and Dad's took the grab off, look, and he's put the bucket on. So we must be getting fairly close to being done. Looks like it's just the scraping up now. He's got these bucket on, he's just tidying up, taking the bits out the corners and whatever else, and then that's this yard done. This is probably one of the most awkward yards we've got as well to clean out. There's no easy way of doing it. You either have to run it down the gangway like we've been doing, or you have to back out here and try and get down there, which again, it's just a nightmare. If you've got a good grab full of muck, it's tight down there. I think we've about got enough muck in that field as well, which is, you know, concerning because we've got a lot of muck to get out. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it all now. I suppose actually I could put it out the back of the yard just there. The old digger is still there because we haven't finished doing the ditch. So we need to finish doing the ditch and then we've got a patch there we could actually put it on. When we've cleaned that out, I think tomorrow I'm going to sort these out because there's some in here that are clipped up ready to go. They need pulling out, putting in that top yard till next Wednesday because then I've got a lorry coming in to pick them up. And then the cull cows that are also in here really need to go out to grass. I might just turn them out to grass, to be honest. They just do better when they're out of grass. I actually need to get out there and start grass measuring as well, just to see where the average cover is for the farm, because I haven't done any yet. Also in grass news, I'm having a few modifications to my plate meter because I'm going to start using a new system. I could buy a new plate meter, but we bought a new one last year. I don't want to buy a brand new one. But there is some way of updating your old one or somehow to make it work on this new system, which is really cool because I find AgriNet a little bit tedious at best, to be honest. I suppose the best way of thinking about it, because I've not quite got my head around it, is that it's like your wife has gone away and had a boob job. So you've got the same wife, but with new bits. I feel like that's what my plate meter is going to be like. Tractor radio update for you as well. Now, some of you who don't know, that tractor radio hasn't been working in this tractor for about 6 years. Now, this radio actually broke during this tractor's warranty period, and John Deere and the dealer would not touch it, and it used to drive me mad because it's not exactly a wearing part, is it? They would not have anything to do with it, and now I think I know why. Because the radio that Colin's getting us for here isn't a genuine John Deere one, but the proper John Deere radio for this tractor, or for probably all John Deere tractors, do you know how much it is? £1,200! 1,200 quid! Unbelievable! Do you know how many headphones I can buy for 1,200 quid? No wonder they wouldn't touch it. Absolutely drives you mad, doesn't it? So they wouldn't touch it for years, and now it makes so much sense. Why? 1,200 quid. Nuts. Right, that's enough for me for 1 week. I'm going to go and do something else. Oh, what I think about it, I've been thinking about doing some shorts and maybe like some Instagram reel things about grazing tips, so things that you can do to help improve your grass growth, get a bit more grass. Everyone wants a bit more grass, don't we? Whether you're interested in that, that'd be great. If you are, check out my Instagram in the description below. You can find a link down there to get to it. Also, I've put in all of my gear and links to it as well down there, so if you are looking to buy any of the stuff that I use to do these videos, it's all there for you. Whatever you get up to this weekend, have a great one from me and the dog. Look after yourselves. See you in a bit. Ta-da!